Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It's Gillian and I'm a psychic healer and spiritual coach and the founder of the 3 stages of the healer's path, which I believe is the 3 stages to our highest potential, our spiritual ascension, the things that we choose as a soul to navigate and master and to learn the lessons so that we can achieve our highest potential, so that we can live our purpose. And that is purpose by opening our spiritual gifts, partnership, healing ourselves and others, and opening our heart, and prosperity, where we are being of service to the world by being in an open heart and sharing our unique gifts and talents with the world. So if that's your jam, then stick along. Today we are doing a July energy forecast. So I'm going to pick some cards, but I'm also going to channel the energy of what I feel my audience, you guys, need to know about July and what is in store for you. So I firstly just want to preface, I feel like the last month or so, for so many of us that are on this spiritual path, has been a lot of death and rebirth. There has been a lot of loss, a lot of asking to trust the universe, asking to trust the path, and of surrendering and letting go. And I know that's definitely been at the forefront for my life, where I have gone through my own loss and my own surrender and my own ability to trust in one door closing and another opens. And I feel like that is a theme that so many of you guys have also been experiencing, because when you're on the spiritual path and when you've chosen to evolve and grow as a soul, and whoever's watching this, you are one of them, right? You are choosing to do the work and want to reach your highest potential in all single areas of your life. And for so many of us, we have to go through these deeper initiations, and you're being tested by the universe to overcome the challenges, to learn the lessons, to deepen your ability to trust yourself, to deepen your ability to hold compassion, to have strong boundaries, to surrender to the process. And it can be really debilitating, it can be very scary, and the message that's coming through is to train people to fully stay in the present moment and to stay in their heart and to keep their heart open, which I know can be so difficult when we've gone through any kind of sudden loss or change or uncertainty. It's so easy to move into a place of fear and stagnancy and staying stuck because we don't know what else to do. But what's coming through is you're being asked to trust in yourself, trust in your soul, trust in the messages that I know so many of you are receiving right now. I know so many of you are receiving signs and synchronicities from your guides, from your angels, that are giving you the guidance and support that you've been looking for. And you're being asked to take it that next step further now and just fully dive in and fully trust. And I'm feeling like, so I'm in the southern hemisphere. I am in Sydney. I'm in Australia. So it is winter here. It is raining outside. But obviously, if you live in the northern hemisphere, you're moving into summer now, which is beautiful and amazing. And I feel like the energy, although is winter here, I feel like for me personally, and what I'm picking up for the collective, like I have been going through this, again, this whole rebirth around, the last few years. I have really been building strong foundations and structures and beliefs and values for myself, for my life, for my business, for my relationships. And definitely as we're moving into July, it feels like something is shifting in the energy, something is shifting in me, something is shifting in the collective, where it's like, I have put so much hard work into becoming the person that I am, to building my business, to being able to show up in service of others, and to doing that with my full heart and my full chest. And it's like there's like a renewal of my energy where I'm like, I want to just let loose a little bit. I want to the rigidity that I had, which has served me really, really well to get to the place that I am, it feels like there just wants to be some more flow and some more movement with that. And so it feels like some of the beliefs that we have had, it's like we're being asked to explore, to experiment, to have this kind of sense of like childlike wonder and awe. And I mean, for me, this makes so much sense because I'm actually traveling to Vancouver. I'm traveling to Canada for a period in July. Like the majority of July I will be in Canada. And for me, the energy of Canada feels so freeing. Obviously, I'm going into summer over there. It's so freeing, you know, being on the land, being on the nature. It feels extremely expansive. It feels very fun. And this is something that I think so many people need to hear. It's like, work is important, but it's not everything. It's like, where are you pushing so hard? Where are you not being flexible? Where are you having too much rigidity in pushing for your goals? And whilst I am all one for pushing for our goals and achieving the things that we want to achieve in our career, in our legacy, in our business, in our success, in our life, it's like the month of July is really like wants us to be in more playful energy, wants us to not go with the flow, but just be in more like of a creative kind of free spirit. And I, for one, I'm absolutely taking that. I, for one, just shifting things around in my business to allow that flexibility for me to really go and have a great time and explore and have fun and joy and experience all the beautiful places that I'm gonna go, and very much like be in the present moment. Like that feels like a very strong message to come through for everyone, is to learn to be in the present moment and enjoy like the real subtleties of everything that you're experiencing, because it's so easy for us to just go into autopilot and just be like go go go, achieve our goals, on to the next task, tick off a list, but we're missing something. It's like we're missing the expansiveness that it comes from being in play and being in like newness and exploration and not taking things too seriously, because it just feels like there's a shift of energy with as we come into July with that. And I know for me on a business perspective, I'm about to go into a launch of my Rebel Psychic School program, which is like super exciting, and I'll be teaching everyone how to channel and to activate their psychic abilities and to unblock their psychic abilities and their intuition so they can use it in every single day life. Because honestly, my intuition and my psychic abilities has been the game changer in my life. It's been the game changer in my relationships. It's been the game changer for me to leave a 7-figure business, a very successful business, and move into becoming the spiritual teacher that I am today. It has really transformed my life in so many aspects, and I want to be able to give everyone the tools and techniques and the guidance and the support, the personalized support that is going to make them able to fully step into themselves, into their authenticity, into their own truth, into who they are, and unveil the mysteries of the universe. Because like I am no gatekeeper here. I am nobody to gatekeep. That we all have access to this divine spiritual wisdom, and we can use that, and we should be using it in our every single day life. And so I'm very excited from a business perspective that's happening, and also working with some really amazing soulmate clients. I've taken on some amazing long-term soulmate clients and really helping them to fully move into their soul's calling, people that have a big mission here on earth, and really activating and clearing out anything that just is going to prevent them from fully stepping into their power and doing the amazing thing that I know they're here to do. So that's from a business perspective. Again, guys, if you're interested in working with me on a one-on-one mentorship basis or in my program that's upcoming, then you can just drop me a DM on Instagram or drop me a comment here. And that is it from a business perspective. I actually pulled some cards before I jumped on here, and from 3 different decks. 1 is Authority, 2 is the Emperor. I mean, fuck me, guys. If those aren't two badass bitch cards, I don't know what is. Like, they're both fours. They're both fours, which for me is grounding, stability. Like I said, it's like you have been really building up your own level of inner authority. You've been doing the work. You've been uncovering who you really are, what you really stand for, what you are going to like put up with. Like, you've found your sense of self-worth, and you know that you should be treated like the emperor or empress that you are, because you are a powerhouse. And this is, again, such a big thing for us to acknowledge, like, how much power we actually have, how much power we have access to. And especially when we open up our spiritual gifts, like, we have access to a whole team in spirit. We have access to spiritual wisdom and guidance and things that can be channeled that we just cannot ever work out in our logical mind, and it can lead us to our greatest manifestations. And this is another thing. It's like, again, I said to you guys earlier, when a door closes, another one opens. It's like, if there's been certain closes in your life, or certain things that haven't worked out in the way that maybe you thought it would, it's because something new is waiting for you. You've been putting in the work, you've been building a strong foundation, and you just have to trust now. Like, you just have to trust your intuition and take that step. I also picked another card, which it is what it is. It is what it is. And it's actually a door. So it's a doorway. It's really interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoever is watching on YouTube, you could probably see that. But if you're listening on podcast, you are not going to be able to. But I just want to read this because I thought it's quite interesting of what actually came out in the card. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly as it is, or as you assume it to be? A door closing, which I just said, isn't an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there were another door to lead you to your destiny? What if you can release your attachment to getting what you want? You'll be surprised by how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have access to what is best for all. Can you try now to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until the other door opens up for you? Radically accept life on its terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. When you are no longer in denial about what is in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself, your attitude, and your choices. The irony is that the real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they are meant to be. And if you take a step back with clarity and acceptance, you'll realize that even life is offering you something magical. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, you will discover treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Keep this prayer in your mind. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I'm going to repeat that because it's a good one. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Like, you have come so far. You have done the work, and you have a level of discernment. Even if there's something in your life that you are trying to figure out or understand a little bit more, you've done enough work to have good discernment around it. And it doesn't mean that you have to decide right now. In fact, for most of you, I feel like July is going to really give you that time to figure it out and have fun while you're doing it. Like, life doesn't have to be so serious. And if you just ask for signs and follow those breadcrumbs, then you will start to see more magic and more color and more vibrance that comes from your life. And I'm just asking my guides if there's anything else that wants to be channeled for July that you guys, my audience, should know. Have fun. It feels like for many of you, there's aspects of your inner child that want to come out and play. there's aspects of your inner child. I feel like for a lot of you, you've done a lot of inner child work. And this is something that I do with my clients all the time. It's so prevalent and so poignant to our healing journey. And it's coming up very, very strongly right now because there are the parts of us, the childlike parts of us that have been wounded and have been hurt. And it's like they want to come out of the shadows and they want to come out of the darkness. And it's asking you to, can you take their hand and can you take them to play? Can you take them to play in the life that you've created for yourself? Like, can you stop hiding them away in fear or pain that a lot of them have been sitting in, a lot of parts of you been sitting in? Can you take that leap of faith and literally just take their hand and just run and have fun and play and like play together, you know, like just hold their hand and just go and play. And because fun and joy and pleasure and love and compassion, those are just the most high vibing frequencies that we can be in. So what I'm being asked to ask you is, where can you bring more joy into your life? Where are you holding yourself back from jumping into the puddle, jumping into the pool, jumping into the ball pit, you know? Where are you holding yourself back on the side out of fear of change, out of fear of the unknown, out of fear of like what's going to happen? You're being asked to take the leap of faith and jump in. 2 feet first. And if you can do that holding someone's hand, even better. Even better. So yeah, so July feels great, guys. Honestly, it feels, again, expansive. If there's travel, if there's opportunity where you can get out and explore and be on an adventure, and again, just tune into that childlike wonder. What is it that your inner child wants to do in July? And whilst work is always going to be there, it's like it's going to be there. It's going to be there. And can you create a way to allow the work that you're doing to be flexible, but also make space and time for you to have fun? Because you've done the work, guys. You've done the work. You've become that emperor. You've become that stable emperor. You've created your own inner authority. You know what you want. And you've been going after it. And now it's like July comes, it's like, yeah, man, let's just have a bit of fucking fun. Because you know what? The best leaders, yes, of course they're stable. Yes, of course they have a very strong inner compass. They know what they want. They have a lot of self-worth. They have strong boundaries. Absolutely. They're great rulers. They're great leaders. They're compassionate leaders. But they also have to have fun. Like the best leaders have all of that, but they can still cut a rug. They can still enjoy themselves. What is life without enjoyment? What is life without enjoyment, you know? Like we can work and work and work. And yes, we're achieving goals and we're smashing targets and all that cool stuff. But without fun, does it really feel the same? Sharing it with people, experiencing new adventures, experiencing I'm getting new experiences with people, new feels, touches, like places. It feels very expansive, is what I'm saying, guys. So I'd love to know what you're picking up. I'd love to know what July feels like for you guys. I'd love to know if you have any travel booked, if you are also feeling that want for freedom and more flexibility and knowing that like work is always going to be there. Like put yourself first in the month of July and just watch what happens. Doors will open. One door closes, another door opens. Like, you close the door to your 3-bedroom house, the pathway to the mansion is right down the street. It's got your name on it. Sold. It's yours. That's what the energy of July feels like. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. That was really fun to do because like it's the fun energy is just coming through July and through this reading, through this channeling. So if you, as I said, if you're interested in working with me, all my details are below of how to work with me on my one-on-one mentorships. And I work on everything from relationships to business to career to your spiritual growth to your own soul purpose, your spiritual gifts, on your own path of ascension. Or you can book in a one-on-one session. I do healing sessions, past life sessions, readings, future life progressions as well. Or join me when I launch my new Rebel Psychic School program. It's going to be great, guys. I cannot wait to teach you everything that I've learned and more, and things that no one else is teaching you about how to channel your psychic gifts, your guides, to become a clear channel for spiritual wisdom, to know yourself at the deepest, most profound level, and to clear and protect your energy. So important. And to clear out all those blocks that are preventing you from fully stepping into the fullest version of yourself, your most authentic version, the one that has this beautiful voice of truth and expression, because that's what we're here to do. It's like we're here to be the fullest expression, the fullest essence of ourselves. That is what our purpose is. And by opening your spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts, more are going to come online. It's so crazy to see all the soul gifts that start to pop up for clients as they go through this process. And then that leads them to what they're really here to do in life, their true calling, which is exactly what happened with me. So I'm flying that flag, guys. I'm flying that flag. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and have a friggin' amazing July, because I'm gonna. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys, and mwah, take care.